Hey, welcome. Today we're diving into something that's, as much a mental game as it is a financial one. We're talking about investing. It's really all about thinking smarter, not harder, to build your wealth. So let's just get right into it.
So I want you to start with this one simple question. Seriously, think about it. Are you an investor or are you a gambler? Because how you answer that question, well, it pretty much reveals everything about your chances for success. To figure out that answer, first we've got to talk about a super common pitfall. Let's call it the investment trap. It's where so many people with the best intentions end up getting totally stuck. See, from the moment you start, you're standing at a fork in the road. And here's a little secret. Your long-term success, it's not really about picking some genius once-in-a-lifetime stock. Nope, it's about choosing the right fundamental path from the very beginning. Okay, so let's explore that first path. This is the one that's way louder, way more exciting, and unfortunately, often leads straight to disaster. This is the path of the emotional investor. And as I describe this person, you might even see a little bit of yourself, or maybe a friend you know. And that's okay. It is an incredibly common profile. So what does this look like in real life? Well, the emotional investor is glued to the news. They hear about some hot new stock, some can't-miss opportunity, and they just jump in, totally driven by that fear of missing out. They're not really investing. They're chasing what the source material calls gambling stocks, just hoping for that one big, fast win. And this quote just nails the ultimate risk, doesn't it? That desperate chase to double your money overnight so often ends with, well, losing everything. It's a stressful, high-stakes game that, let's be honest, almost never pays off. But remember that fork in the road. There was another path, and this is the quieter, less flashy, but way more powerful approach. This is what we're calling the silent advantage. So what exactly is it? Well, the silent advantage is that edge you get when you just tune out all the noise. It's about choosing a proven, rational strategy and then just sticking with it. It gives you this invisible but absolutely massive lead over everyone else who's caught up in that emotional trap. Now, you're probably thinking this advantage comes from some kind of complex Wall Street secret or fancy algorithm, but the reality? It's way more accessible, and honestly, it's a whole lot less work. And here it is. The core of this whole strategy is investing in what the source calls optimal index funds. These are the vehicles that are going to drive you down that quieter, much more successful path. So what in the world is an index fund? It's actually beautifully simple. Instead of trying to pick one single winning company out of thousands, you just buy one fund that holds little pieces of many different companies. Think of it like the entire S&P 500. It's basically a basket of stocks. This simplicity is everything. It keeps your costs super low and lets the real magic, compound interest over time, do its thing without you messing it up. All right, so why? Why does this seemingly boring, silent approach almost always beat the exciting, high-stakes game of picking individual stocks? Well, the evidence is pretty overwhelming. Get this number in your head, 99%. Over the long haul, simple, low-cost index funds outperform 99% of professional day traders. You know, the people who are paid big bucks to try and beat the market. Just let that sink in for a second. You can get better results by doing less. So it all comes down to this contrast. On one side, you've got the emotional path. It's pure gambling, it's super high stress, and you're always trying to outsmart the market. And on the other side, you have the optimal path. It's predictable, it's low cost, and it rewards patience. It's silent, sure, but man, is it powerful. Which brings us right back to you and that fork in the road we talked about. Now that you understand these two paths, you basically have the map. And this is maybe the most empowering part of all of this. Winning at investing isn't just for financial wizards. It's for regular people who have the discipline to trust a proven system and just let time do the heavy lifting for them, all while ignoring the noise and temptations along the way. So the question comes back to you. Are you going to take the loud, chaotic path of the gambler or the quiet, confident path of the optimal investor? That silent advantage is right there waiting for you. So, which path will you choose?